How's it going, everyone? Welcome back to another one of my videos. Today in this video we are going through the Woodland Retreat. The Woodland Retreat just hit the Atomic Shop this past week. Was very happy and eager to pick it up and then immediately start decorating. It is a very large structure. Surprisingly doesn't take up a ton of budget compared to what you think you would need for, let's say, something equivalent in foundations, walls, floors, all that. But today we're going to give a little tour. If you are curious to see what it looks like afterwards, what I'll do is at the end of the video spawn in a different camp or something that has it empty and you can see what it looks like without all the furnishing. But definitely a camp that I recommend checking out. Without further ado, we'll go in through the front door, we'll go around the different rooms and kind of call out a few different things. We'll come back down, go outside, see what else I have placed around the Woodland Retreat, but welcome on in. Kind of keeping this camp similar to other camps. I always want it to be, as soon as you walk in, for somebody that doesn't really care about visiting the camp, if they want just the vendor, they want to just buy something and go see what's for sale, always right in front. Actually, right outside there's a few other things too. There's the vending machine, the fortune teller one, and a few other goodies. But for those that I've caught coming through my base, a lot of people are curious to see what I have placed throughout the entire camp. There's multiple floors. We've gone into different conversations where I personally like to have as many things active at the camp. I don't know what's going on with that robot in the background, but that's okay. Another vendor over here, but I want as much movement as possible. We got Grandma Junko kind of hanging out on the first floor. She kind of greets people as they're coming in. We have a few things outside at least to make it active, make it at least appear active. But after going through kind of the living room space, going through the dining room, this is actually, let's say, a little newer from what a few people may have seen. Oh, that's totally not supposed to be there. We're not fixing this live. I don't know what you're talking about. Yeah, we recently had the older, let's say, kitchen set, and with the season 15 scoreboard finally finished and finally claimed and on my YouTube channel. If not already, it will be soon. We've got the new and improved modern kitchen. There are a few points in the camp where I have a few items merged together you might take note of, but was very happy the way this came out. Wanted to try to decorate it as much as I could. I've seen a few people in the community come up with different takes on a similar space, and I'm still getting more ideas. The issue is, and we'll take a quick look at my budget now, I'm very close to being full in terms of camp budget. That's always going to be something we're going to be dealing with. So not every single room has the same amount of detail put into it that I would like it to be, but as we kind of come right back to our entrance, we'll say this is the basement. This basement leads me to my soundstage and other shelters, but I originally had a bathroom there. There's a few rooms that I actually had to close off just for budget purposes. Another new item from the scoreboard, the chandelier. I thought that looked pretty good as you're coming in. So we'll kind of go room by room. We'll highlight a few different things. We have our first room. This is, let's say, my office. Wanted to put a few things in here, a few things on display. Computer in the corner. A couple things around decorated. Nothing too crazy. And I do hope this video kind of gives people ideas of how to potentially furnish different rooms, at least get you a starting point. I've seen already a few people in the communities camps and what they've been doing. A lot of them are halfway full, and I know a few people are wondering if they're going to have enough budget to place everything they want. Again, like I mentioned, I don't have every room super decorated, just a few items in each room might do it. This one we have the exercise room, just a few different pieces. I almost wasn't able to place this. I actually cut back on some budget. Even doors. Most of the rooms have doors, but this is kind of just like a chill room. I figured we'd just keep it like a little trimmed opening, nothing too crazy. Little hangout spot. You would notice there are some of the new blinds Although, for whatever reason, they didn't work on every window that I was placing them on. You might have a little bit more luck than me. But a little hangout room, little party room. Like I did mention, not every room's going to have a whole lot of detail. This room has 4 items in it, and you're looking at them right now. I may actually get rid of the bathroom and just close it off, just for budget's sake, and then put that somewhere else where I'd prefer to have it. Now going on up to the 3rd floor. Before we actually visit the rooms inside, let's go out to our little space out here. We can get a good view of the road, and you're also noticing that we have this almost eerie, ominous environmental, like fog and all this coming in. That is also from the scoreboard. The Atlantic City kind of weather machine. I like the effect it gives on the area, so definitely an eerie feeling. I feel like it makes the camp pop a little more, kind of gives a little more contrast to the area. And I think eerie kind of sets the tone in a few different parts of the camp. This room, we'll call this the Ogwa Hunter Room, the Botanist Lab, a combination of things. Nobody's better at hunting the Ogwa than quite literally the Ogwa Hunter, right? A few different things on display, nothing too crazy. We'll say that the Ogwa Hunter is a master of botany and hunting specific cryptids around Appalachia. Specifically the Ogwa, I guess. This is the spare room. Another one of those rooms that didn't get a whole lot of love, but surprised that I was able to place anything in here. And then, like I mentioned, I will be closing certain rooms off. What I'll actually do is just place a quick little fireplace on the inside, and then, depending, maybe put a picture frame or something like that in front. I would suggest other people do the same. If you find yourself almost filling your camp's budget on the first couple of floors, consider maybe closing things off, but maybe you're a little better at dealing with budget than me. And for the final visit, we have the attic over here. And this is, I guess, a little bit of a coincidence, because we were making some American Dad references, and I promise there's no relevance. Although we did have a goldfish up here, we had to remove it. But let's just say this is where we have an alien up here, kind of hanging out, crashing in the attic, studying us humans and other things in Appalachia. Another new goodie from the scoreboard, the interrogation chair. And I also placed another object from the scoreboard over here. Almost like conspiracy board, kind of connecting the dots with a bunch of different things. You see this alien's gone rogue. They're plotting something, but we're gonna have to just wait and find out to see what exactly is going on, who exactly the test subjects are, right? But I wanted to change it up a little bit. I've also been messing around with merging different items, having some fun with that. If you're wondering what's going on here, I just managed to merge the alien on the what is it, like the gurney kind of thing, and then the bed together. It's okay, we'll be Little Spoon. He's a sound sleeper, he won't wake up. But yeah, I do hope you guys enjoyed the little tour of the camp. I'm about to get up and then go back outside here just to kind of show off what else we have going on outside. But this is basically the camp what we got going on. I don't have a lot of budget left, but I would love to revisit. Maybe get rid of some of the rooms, the spare room, maybe even the bathroom, just kind of conserve a little bit more budget, put those items in other places. I would admit maybe even my foyer could use some items, but I kind of like it simple. Again, for those that come into the camp and want to just buy something, they can go straight in, or if they want to browse what else we got going on. As I mentioned, we do have Grandma Junko kind of hanging out on the first floor over here, welcoming people. I'm over here by the Rad Rumble location, Emmett Mountain Disposal. Right over here. Nice location. Got a little bit of a view, right? You can see down the street. We got a view of the river, the kind of mountains in the background. Try to keeping it cozy. We have our garage down here. We have We have a gorilla in the truck. We'll talk about that later. Again, we're having fun merging all kinds of items together. I have an NPC that spawns at the camp. That was actually something I wanted. I wanted to have as much activity as possible when people came through to the camp, able to see some movement, some activity. We'll see what else we can do, especially as we start to decorate this for different holidays and different events. But nothing too crazy. I do hope this video kind of gives people ideas of what you're able to place in your camp. Again, the budget isn't all that crazy. I would say for a normal camp, not a shelter, when you're placing this, it takes less than what, like a third, something like that? Maybe less than a quarter of your budget, and you would be using so much more if you were to build the equivalent sized, let's say, structure using foundations, walls, ceilings, roofs, all that stuff. And I would say don't go anywhere just yet. I'll give a little preview of what the shelter looks like, or I'm sorry, the build looks like in my shelter with nothing inside. We'll run through. You'll be able to make a decision for yourself if you also want to pick up, let's say, the Woodland Retreat. But I do hope you enjoy the tour. Alright, we are in one of my shelters. I just wanted to place this real quick and kind of give a sense of how empty this feels with no furnishing, no decorations, no nothing. I do hope, again, people enjoyed the tour. I will continue to keep seeing what other items I can squeeze in throughout the week. I still have a little bit of budget, so that leaves me hopeful. And in the end, if I, let's say, get rid of my bathroom and then maybe get rid of the spare room, that'll allow me to decorate a bit more. So actually, one of the rooms that I closed off upstairs, right, I think it was this one. This one actually has either a walk-in closet space or a bathroom, depending on how you finish it. It's actually one of the nicer rooms, so I kind of regret closing that one off and maybe not like this one and use the other one maybe. But just some ideas, some food for thought, we'll call it. A lot of different ways to utilize the spaces. 3 full floors, the attic. A lot of ideas getting thrown around in the community, and we're not even a full week with this build being out. So again, I definitely want to see what the community comes up with. For those that maybe are on Xbox, if you want to come through, come join us, check out what I got going on. If you want to show me what your camps, your shelters, your woodland retreats look like, definitely come through. And if you are new to our set of adventures, consider subscribing. Check out the other goodies we got going on. We cover a lot of 76 content, some Fallout 4, some other games we sneak in. We do play a lot of 76 in a variety of games throughout the week. And when it comes to our YouTube set of content, there's a lot of legendary crafting, scoreboard claims, patch notes, and we'll probably do a few more camp tours and other things. And as the running joke, I guess, will be, I hope Bethesda doesn't give us any other new houses soon, because considering I'm just finishing up my camp now, I don't know if my Adams could take another purchase like that, or if I would have trouble picking which house I would want to be my main house. But honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if we see a giant house like this maybe in a future scoreboard, maybe a more modern house in the atomic shop, things like that. But I do hope you guys enjoyed, and stay tuned for some more adventures, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Take it easy, everybody.